While the bombings have stopped in Gaza, that does not mean the suffering has ended. Scripps News international correspondent Blake Sifton is in Tel Aviv for us.
The ceasefire in Gaza is still holding. However, there's been a series of incidents today that remind us just how fragile and volatile the situation is. 5 Palestinians were killed in Gaza City's Shajaya neighborhood. The Israeli military acknowledges shooting and killing them, but they say they crossed what's called the yellow line. This is the line to which the Israeli military has withdrawn in Gaza. They say they fired warning shots before shooting to kill. We understand that there was a similar incident in the south in Khan Yunis where 2 Palestinians were shot and injured according to local health authorities. We should remember, of course, that the Israeli military still controls some 53% of Gaza, and the areas they control essentially encircle the areas where Palestinians are allowed to be, and many people live near this so-called yellow line. So this point of friction could very well become an issue going forward. Now, another issue with this ceasefire, the 28 bodies of deceased Israeli hostages were meant to be returned by Hamas. We understood that not all were likely to be returned yesterday because it would be difficult to locate some, but only 4 were returned, and that was shocking to the family members of the hostages. One woman whose son is held, whose body is held captive in Gaza, said that she feels betrayed by the Israeli government for agreeing to terms that essentially leave the return of all deceased hostages open-ended. Now, we've also heard from the Red Cross today. They say that it will take time to retrieve all of the bodies of deceased hostages and that finding them could be a massive challenge. We also understand that there are some in Israel's defense community who, according to reports, are suggesting that until the remaining 24 hostage bodies are returned, that the Israeli military should not allow the full flow of aid into Gaza. Blake Sifton, Scripps News Group, Tel Aviv.